Already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up the offense in great shape.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point in the game.
And now they'll shift things around. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And into the end zone. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, had a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, the guy made the play, he gets the points, but it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards and 1st down, that fits the bill.
To go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. On 4th down, Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd down and 8. Here's Watson. Throw complete to Bell. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with our score. No sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Goin. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Quinn. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line to the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they're going to speed things up here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They're all over the field. They're not if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
He praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That is his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Chubb running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
54 yards rushing for him down to this point.
They got to give kudos to the offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's taken in by his big tight end. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just needed to tip the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
No touchdown for them in the 1st half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little, because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their 1st possession of the 2nd half. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Yeah, maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Here's Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the 49ers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, two scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? Points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Graham. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really has flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Watson. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal down, try and get the touchdown later.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. To throw, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now 1st and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 32. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Jake Moody on for the field goal.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They go play action here. Purdy.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel. 50 yards.
And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for him to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthew Adams. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watson now to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Gibson.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Purdy.
This will be caught at Samuel. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
His ball is caught. He's got Debo. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 9-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Back to throw, Watson.
Open man, that's Cooper. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. From the gun, here's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the 49ers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line.
And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara.
Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Jakeem Grant. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Watson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they have 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do. That's a big swing in momentum right there.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Across midfield. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
And the Browns getting set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
and the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Round 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. It's caught. Cooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
And it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
They go up the middle with Chubb. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the fourth quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there of finding a way to get open and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
Chubb is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll run for it. Chubb.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned it.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So the victory here for San Francisco. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field.